So we were looking at leave of absence. All right.
Yeah.
So I told you to, I'll show you a type of intermediate time off. All right.
Yeah.
So how intermediate time off works, let me show you. All right. So let me create a time off plan. Create. As I told you earlier, that in FMLA kind of a leave or intermediate time of leaves, we do not create accrual. There is no accrue as a
No.
go. We will just link the time off with the leave of absence.
Yeah.
While creating these kind of leave of absence and FMLA, you will see that you will get an alert. So what we do, we generally ignore those kind of alert because that is not our goal. Our goal is to just link the time off, all right, to the respective leave of absence. So since we have created the time off, now we create the leave of absence.
Mhm.
Okay. So once we have come, so this is the first stage that we do all the time that is needed. All right.
Mhm.
After that, we just added a validation, but we don't need any validation over here because all the time offs is also have the validation. We just added the what are the requested leave balance taken. So for this FMA leave, let's have the balance to be like 50 days. All right.
Mhm.
Let me use some other. We use another leave types. So what we have done, we have linked the FMLA leave type that we have created, India FMLA leave type with the time of plan that we have created. So therefore, what will happen? Employee can request time off, family emergency, medical emergency leave, all right, for 1 or 2 days also as a time off, okay, where there is certainty, as well as if they are going on a longer period of time, they can use FMLA as a leave of absence also. All right. So this is a two-way gateway where absence module time off is interacting with leave of absence. Okay. So this is the basic leave of absence that you get to create a lot of times. When we try to create leave of absence, this is the leave of absence that we create a lot of times. Now, no, let me share you another. Uh, Let me share you if there is absence table or not. Hmm. Well, we have a lot of this tenant has a lot of very good items. So we were discussing a few days back that about an absence table, which is actually correlating time of plans
Mm.
and deciding the order in which the time of plans would get the deduction of balance. Correct.
Right.
All right. So for those typical type of scenarios, we what we create generally is absence table
Mhm.
where we have similar time of plans. All right. Those are complementing each other, and we want to set up a basic structure for them in order to use as a single unit. All right. Like for example, statutory and supplementary in China. All right. Similarly, this is a Fransic absence. What it is basically correlating four time of plans. All right, which had some balance. All right. What will happen in this scenario that if the first time of plan has exhausted all balance, the second time of plan balance would be taken as a consideration. Employee will not be able to select FRA waiting period time off. If our employee would be able to select FRS sickness absence. All right.
Mhm.
Let's see any employee and see how if they are able to locate this or not. So yeah, this is one of the worker, and if we see the time of plan for this worker, is not eligible for sick leave, but let's see if he's able to see anything. So in Tokyo, in Japan, there is a time of plan which actually has balance from last year and balance from previous year. All right,
Mm.
tracked in a different way. All right, they don't track in a single way. They track both of the leaves in a different way. All right,
Mm.
as you can see.
Yes.
And here, if you see the absence table, you see first the carryover would be deducted. Once it
Yes.
is deducted, the second leaf to be deducted. All right, if you can see. All right,
Yeah.
so they they want to showcase the both of the leaves in a two different way. But let's see how if an employee is requesting leave. Japan annual leave. It is basically the absence table.
Mm.
Correct.
Mm.
They will not request time offs individually. They will request
Same.
directly the annual leave, which will deduct automatically the balance from
It's your
whatever
or that.
bucket the balance has. So yeah, what we do would we would be look choosing the annual leave, and then one second. Yeah. So now we have requested 15 days. Let's see how it has been deducted from the time of flight. All right.
Yeah. See the 30 days were there from the given year and previous year exhausted. Okay, I've taken 14 days.
So you can see now.
Previous year, 5, rest of balance exhausted, and
Yeah.
11 from the given year, like current year.
This is the basic structure of an absence table. So this is how an absence table work,
Right.
right?
Yes.
So yes. Now, the way you were stating about this is basically a cascading in your the terminology. In leave of absence, also there is a way to cascade different type of leaves, correlate of different type of leaves. All right.
Mhm.
There is a section. Whatever leaves you are putting over here, all right,
Right.
would be used once the exhausted balance is done. You can put only one leaf.
Okay.
Okay.
Only one day.
Like for example, short-term disability and long-term disability. All right. If
Yeah.
short-term disability is exhausted, automatically it will convert into long-term
Long
disability.
term.
Some of the time of leave of absence, I understand how they have created it. Okay. So this is basically a leave type, which is a maternity leave. All right. And it belongs to a leave family, which is a family leave.
Family.
Right. You can create your custom grouping of leave family by the task maintain leave family. One second. So what they have done, we have created a family leave. They wanted to show the visibility. It is for Canada country and it is for employees, not all the worker types. For example, contractor, contingent worker are not allowed, only regular workers.
Right.
Money would be deducted because payroll effective is checked. All right. If we see this particular section, this is the most important section that I give the weightage to. All right. The first thing is all the workers who are having gender as female, and continuous service month is greater than 6. You see here the validation, whatever the validation is created, it is through a rule, all right, which is known as leave of absence rule. It is not an eligibility criteria. It is a rule. The way we do it in time of like create like logical calculation, instant set calculation, we do not do such things over here. Correct.
Right.
Simple thing that you would do is create an absence rule. It is basically a true and false condition. Correct.
Right.
So what they have done, they have added a condition that the gender would be female and the continuous service month, which is basically the service length of service in month, it should be greater than 6. Whosoever in the system is lesser than 6, they are not allowed to take this leave. All right, they are not allowed to take this benefit. Okay, so this is a simple rule they have taken. All right, and they have done a few more validation over here that nobody is allowed to request. Okay. And even though the super user is not allowed to request, allow override entry on behalf of worker. They are not allowed also to take the leave. All right. What are the things an employee can show? Length of service, they can see. Outstanding balance of the leave type this year. Balance remaining. The moment you will request or the moment you start to request, you will see the balance remaining in the bucket. All right. Whatever the balance is. Whatever you're requesting for the current leave, time requested. All right. These are Workday delivered. If you see, these fields are delivered by Workday. Okay. Workday delivered. So you need not to create any leave rule. All right.
Right.
Okay. Now, you see these two particular items, balance calendar start date, balance calendar end date. It is basically the balance period that I stated last time. Correct. Let's see what it states about this. These are the few things that is like small things which actually has a larger impact. Leave balance calendar year effective date. It is basically determining the first day of leave at which month you're taking. All right. And the last day of the leave. All right. So which means like it is like, for example, I am taking the leave on April 1st. All right. And it is the balance period is for 1 year. So what it has done, leave balance year effective April 1st plus 12 months, like 2022 plus 2023, which means that whole year, this is the balance period, the transaction year for this particular leave of absence. Leave of absence does not have that kind of like January to December kind of thing. Leave of absence can happen. Transaction period can happen at any given point of time because it is uncertain. So as I stated earlier, that leave of absence is uncertain. Okay. There is no certainty. So that is the reason the balance period remains in that same way. So it tracks balance. It tracks a period of time, transaction period from the first day of your leave to the next year of the first day of your leave. All right.
Right.
Basically, they have added the additional field which is needed. All right. Now, so this is the basic leave structure. Let me see if they have any short-term leave or not. Leave family, disability, always show, payroll effective checked, validation support. If there is a sufficient balance, this is also Workday delivered field. One second. Yeah, this is the same kind of a field. All right. And this is a Workday delivered one. If someone has a sufficient balance or not. Okay. If the worker does not have sufficient balance, they will not be able to allow it. All right. Must work at least 75% of the time to be eligible for short-term risk. Sick time must be depleted before, like time off should be depleted.
Yeah.
Time off plan shouldn't have any balance before requesting this. So let's see first this one, what it is all about. There can be any number of rules depending on scenarios. What it is, FT multiple job. It is basically total FT, total employment type. All right. If it is more than 75%, then he is or she is eligible to take the time off or leave of absence. Now, this is one good leave of absence rule. Sick plan balance less than or equal to 0. All right. How they have created, let's see. They have created a calculated field inside a leave of absence rule. All right. The business object would be worker, all eligible time of plan. Time of plan they have taken as the time of balance for the worker, and it should be less than or equal to 0. Okay, very good. Now they are also trying to get the value of sick balance plan. All right, what the balance has. I hope this is through a calculated field. All right. Whatever balance they want to select. Okay. Total FT, outstanding balance, unit requested for current leave. Balance will be taken similar way. What they have done, they have just cascaded it with another leave. Like if it is exhausted, another tier leave option should be used. Okay. Let's see if it is a US employee. No? Okay. Let's see. If we go and request this leave type, what are the things that we are able to see? Total 1 day, last day of work, Instructional days or request. We got an error. There is no attachment added. So hence a leave of absence is.
Attachment to also needed.
See the data, whatever we can see. FT 81%, short-term disability balance 91 days requested 1. Okay.
Right.
So now see, there are 3 options which they ask. One is your last day of work. Okay. Second is your first day of leave and estimated last day, which is like
We'll come
your
back to
estimation that you
office.
when you can come. All right.
Come back. Right.
Here now, let's see if we are getting an error or not. Let's see what error it has given. What it has
Like balance to be requested on 91 days, while the re-request is for 360 days, which exceeds the balance.
which means the balance is automatically getting more than whatever it is we are requesting. Okay. What we need to do, let's reduce it. Again, it will give you the validation. You need to just revise because we have a validation that sufficient balance should be there. Correct?
Right.
Now, see which business process has triggered. All right. This is a leave of absence. So request leave of absence is a business process that has triggered. Okay. It will go to the HR partner. Let's see how it will look like at their end. They are having the approval area. So this is the HR partner who approves the leave of absence request. It has been approved. So in leave of absence, there are 2 major items. One is your what I would say request leave of absence. Okay. which gives you that you are going on a leave and you have an estimation last day of leave. All right. But there is possibility that you may exceed from that particular day of leave, and you will continuously shown as you are on leave of absence. Correct?
Right.
You're on LOA. All right. We
Right.
generally say that LOA, a lot of times LOA. We don't directly say that leave of absence. But there is another terminology which we use is return from leave. All right. Like you have come office from leave of absence. All right. So that is another part of the story. All right.
Mhm.
And there is another business process for that. Okay. For example, this particular worker, if you want to make him return from leave, you have to manually make him return. All right. So go to actions. When you go to the leave of absence, time and leave, there is the
Confirm.
item return worker from leave. It is basically requesting another business process
Mhm.
to return the worker from leave and make it active again back to work. All right. So there, when this has been checked, there are few things that needs to be filled, which is the first day of work. All right. For example, I am writing this
Okay.
520. Okay, first day at work, and I submitted it. This worker has returned from leave. So whenever now what will happen if you see this particular worker now, you will see this particular section is created, which is the leave of absence request. This is the time of sections. All right.
Right.
Under this, you will see entire data for last day of work,
Mhm.
when he got into first day of absence, what is the last day of leave, what estimation he has given. He has given a larger estimation, but he has come before. All right. And the first day at work. Okay. All right. So we have few items left. All right. That
Mhm.
are from time off plan and leave of absence. All right. So today we did intermittent time off. All right. We also see the cascading of time offs, the leave of absence where it has been used.
Mhm.
Uh, we gone through the practicality of requesting a leave of absence. Okay. A few important aspects on that.